Learn English through story. The weight of regret. Once upon a time, in a quiet village nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, there lived an elderly man named Elias. Known throughout the village for his wisdom, Elias had lived a life full of adventure, hard work, and remarkable achievements. Despite his accomplishments, however, he bore an invisible burden that weighed heavily on his heart. Elias had once been a successful merchant, traveling far and wide to trade goods with distant lands. In his youth, he was driven by ambition, always seeking greater wealth and prestige. He was clever in his dealings and built a prosperous business, amassing great riches and the respect of his peers. But his relentless pursuit of success came at a cost. Elias had married a kind and gentle woman named Anya. She was the light of his life, always supportive and understanding, even as his business took him away from home for long periods. They had 2 children, a son named Marius and a daughter named Leela, who were the joy of their parents' hearts. However, Elias was often absent, missing important moments in his children's lives as he pursued his ambitions. As the years passed, Elias's success continued to grow, but so did the distance between him and his family. He justified his absence by telling himself that he was doing it all for their comfort, their security, and their future. But deep down, he knew that his priorities were skewed. The riches he accumulated brought little comfort when he was alone in far-off lands, far from the laughter of his children and the warmth of his wife. One day, after many years of tireless work, Elias returned home from a particularly long journey. He had secured a lucrative deal that would ensure his family's wealth for generations to come. But as he approached his home, something felt different. The village seemed quieter, the air heavier with a sense of sorrow that Elias couldn't quite place. When he arrived at his house, he was met with somber faces. Anya, his beloved wife, had fallen gravely ill during his absence. Her condition had worsened quickly, and she was now bedridden, weak, and pale. The children, now grown, were by her side, doing everything they could to comfort her. Elias's heart sank as he realized how much he had missed while chasing his ambitions. He rushed to Anya's side, taking her frail hand in his. She looked up at him with a weak smile, her eyes filled with love despite the pain she was in. "Elias," she whispered, "I'm glad you're home. I've missed you." Tears welled up in Elias's eyes as he held her hand, guilt gnawing at his soul. He had been so consumed with his work that he had neglected the most important people in his life. He had missed birthdays, anniversaries, and countless precious moments that could never be reclaimed. And now, as he faced the possibility of losing Anya, he realized how hollow his success truly was. Over the next few days, Elias stayed by Anya's side, refusing to leave her for even a moment. He tried to make up for lost time, telling her stories of his travels and listening as she recounted the events of their children's lives that he had missed. But no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't shake the feeling that it was too little, too late. Anya's condition continued to deteriorate, and it became clear that she didn't have much time left. One evening, as the sun set over the village, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, Anya called Elias to her side. "Elias," she said softly, "I know you've done everything you could for us. You've worked so hard, and I'm grateful for all you've provided. But there's something I need you to understand before I go." Elias's heart pounded in his chest as he listened intently, tears streaming down his face. "Life is not about the wealth we accumulate," Anya continued, "or the status we achieve. It's about the moments we share with those we love, the memories we create, and the love we give. You've missed so much, Elias, but it's not too late to change. Live the rest of your life with the love and presence you've found in these past few days." With those words, Anya closed her eyes for the last time, a peaceful smile on her lips. Elias was devastated, but her final words echoed in his mind, guiding him toward a new understanding of life. In the days that followed, Elias withdrew from his business, handing the reins over to his son Marius, who had learned the trade well in his father's absence. Marius, unlike Elias, understood the importance of balance in life and vowed to run the business differently, making time for his family and cherishing the moments that truly mattered. Elias, now freed from the demands of his work, spent his days reconnecting with his children and getting to know his grandchildren. He became a regular presence in their lives, sharing stories, offering guidance, and being there for every important moment. He also devoted time to helping others in the village, using his wealth to support those in need and finding joy in giving rather than accumulating. As the years passed, Elias found a new kind of fulfillment. His heart, once heavy with regret, began to lighten as he immersed himself in the love of his family and the simple pleasures of life. He realized that true wealth was not measured in gold or possessions, but in the richness of the relationships we cultivate and the love we share with others. Elias lived the rest of his days with a renewed sense of purpose, honoring Anya's memory by living the life she had encouraged him to embrace. And when his time finally came, he left the world with a peaceful heart, knowing that he had learned the most important lesson of all, that love, not ambition, is the true measure of a life well lived. And so, the villagers would often speak of Elias, not as the successful merchant, but as the man who found redemption in love, and who taught them all that the weight of regret can only be lifted by living fully in the present, cherishing the people who matter most. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you enjoyed, then please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.